Well, someone help me out with the fish that walks out of the water and does horrific things and then goes back in the water and they can't kill these things?
Yeah.
It's called the walking fish or the snakehead. Let me go to Eddie on Long Island.
Snakehead.
Eddie.
Yeah, I was just calling to tell you it was a snakehead. I just heard it, though.
It's not a land shark.
Well, what does these snakeheads do for real? Maybe they don't eat your dog.
No, they could actually live out of water for like 3 days, and they could crawl across the land and go. They can move to each lake or any kind of body of water.
Would that be able to live in water?
So that's the problem. It pretty much has no predators and it eats everything, right, Ant? So you would think you could contain them to one little lake or pond, but they say F that. I'm getting out of the water and I'm walking somewhere else, and then I'm going to populate that area.
How big are they?
That's it. There's nothing to eat left in that lake, so they move to the next one.
Yeah,
They call them Frankenfish. Now I remember it.
Frankenfish.
Yeah, they call them the Frankenfish.
They brought them over from Japan.
It's a pit bull with fins. One article.
Wait, how do they go from? Where's their little fish feet?
They just walk.
The lower fins.
They walk on their fins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're like
kind of slither along the ground.
They're like what evolved and came out of the water.
Yeah.
They're just there now.
How do they know where to go? Like, how do you not just find these dead things in a parking lot somewhere, headed towards a Macy's? Would they know where the next lake is?
I don't know. It's a good question,
They
Jimmy.
can't find his way to the lighthouse and eat our new friend there, huh?
Wait, what do they do if there's a big rocks or a wall? Where they turn around and go, all right, back we go.
Back to the lake.
Back to the lake.
I'm going to do.
Little fish sneakers. I'm going to open a fish sneaker stand and make a bloody fortune.
They've actually drained small lakes that they suspect they're in efforts to try and kill them off.
Good luck.
Are they that bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not good.
Why don't they just hang
not
outside
good.
with a mallet and wait for them to wander out?
Yeah.
And just smash it.
Yeah, I don't know. What's it look like? If it's a fish and it's behind a tree looking at you, get it.
Yeah, odds are that's your guy.
You have to drain the thing. Hey, if you see a fish on 2 feet, that's the guy.
Why don't we do some research on the what is it called, the snakehead? Tell me why they're a problem, and also the zebra mollusk.
By the way, on the news,
A word I've never been able to say. Mollusk.
the weather's happening, and the Pink Panther
Oh, look at that!
is trying so hard to be cute and dancing across the screen cutely.
Yeah.
You get in that face, yeah, like you're a little embarrassed for
I
it.
am very embarrassed for it. Ugh.
How great would a piece of that pink skull look coming off the back of a limo in Gilly Plaza?
Talking about the snakehead fish.
Yeah.
We got some audio. The invasion of the snakeheads.
That's the one that stands up?
Yeah, by the way, your line about them marching toward Macy's, was it? Oh, my God.
Would they not? Why would they not?
Oh, that was that was the Japanese fish. Those were the ones
They're
that
called snakehead.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we
Good
found the
little
official
fins
name.
Sizzling on the hot pavement.
Yeah. Yeah, but these things are just a nuisance and a danger. And the National Geographic did a whole thing on the snakehead fish.
Did they?
And we got a couple quick clips to go through.
Frightened.
Are you frightened?
Very frightened.
I've never seen one. They've never affected my life. So I don't give a fuck about them.
What are the snakes that will raise up
Stunt brain.
in prayer praise his name?
Why are you still listening?
Oh, no.
Christian Jimmy.
Oh, Christian Jimmy.
That's all I got. One line.
All right.
Well,
Look at
Hold on. Who is that? Who is fucking Quick Finger Madraw?
he had Madraw.
Oh, yeah. Did I say Madraw? Exactly, because McGraw wouldn't do it. Only Madraw would.
Madraw.
Quick Finger Madraw.
I got an answer to my question. Tim H. from Columbus. One gets 133,000 on Brick Breaker by never having sex. At least I got the answer to my question. So we I don't know. Stump Brain's not around anymore. Maybe we could get him on the phone, but some dumb snake that's eating everything, eating all the birds in Guam or something. Maybe a listener can help us out with that. But this is invasion of the snakeheads. Very scary, these fishies.
There's a new invader on the block. A ferocious fish with a massive appetite and razor-sharp teeth. It may even walk on land. The snakehead.
It represents an introduction of something that can compete and possibly outcompete the native fishes.
And like I said, I never seen one.
Yeah, but eventually this is going to affect you. Don't you understand? It's a
I don't
delicate
think so.
ecosystem out there.
It's like, no,
Very
it isn't.
delicate.
For some reason, I think people think the ecosystem's a lot more delicate than it is.
I'm not worried about the snakehead fish. I'm with you, but the honeybees. There's something going on with the bees, and then eventually it's not going to be good for us. Fish.
They're very scary.
Yeah.
A northern snakehead reaches sexual maturity by age 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Each spawning
Uncle
age
Paul.
female can release.
They're like people.
Oh, no, they're not, Uncle Paul.
Paul,
That's terrible.
Two different things, Paul.
Not different. Amber understands.
Oh, no, she doesn't.
She never understood.
And she doesn't like your snakefish either.
Who is that girl? I see her name. Amber Alliot. She's really cute, I bet.
No, I believe that's Amber Alert. See, you're...
Oh.
I also believe that's an awful joke.
Hard to wordplay with alert. I should executive produce the show. I ruin things.
Someone has thrown the name out, Doug Yule.
Wow, okay. Now that's somebody that knows.
That guy should be senior executive listener. Doug Yule was probably my first intern in radio, and he's now a successful musician. I was just looking him up the other day.
Yeah.
He's doing very well in Woodstock, New York, doing his music.
Woodstock.
But he started on the BAB show. So that guy becomes senior executive listener. Zagman, actually.
Your assistant to the assistant senior executive listener.
That was a good call right there. Back to the snakehead fish.
A northern snakehead reaches sexual maturity by age 2 or 3. Each spawning age female can release up to 15,000 eggs at once.
Hot.
Snakeheads can mate as often as
A lot of
5
kicks in the
times a
stomach.
That's fuck. You'd have to make a machine that just like it's like a robot thing with a shoe on it that just goes
He's booting her in the old belly.
That's a lot of kicks to the stomach. You have to get a bunch of MMA guys and do it in shifts.
Right.
All right.
Snakeheads can mate as often as 5 times a year. This means in just 2 years.
As often as 5 times a year.
Often.
What are they,
What's wrong
married
with you?
couples?
That's horrible.
Oh, it's not too often at all.
This announcer's really jaded. Do you believe how lucky they are? They get to fuck 5 times a year.
5 times a year.
This means
As opposed to
in just 2
cicadas,
years.
I guess that's great.
Was that every 20 years?
Cicada dumps one load, then 17 years later he crawls out of the dirt. That's gotta suck.
Or the dumb panda.
The pandas never fuck.
They don't, right?
What?
The male just jerks off in the female's ear and then laughs with his friends. A lot of people, scientists didn't know that for a long time, but the male panda is a jerk-off freak, and he enjoys humiliating the female by coming on her face and ears.
The panda's it's a disaster, right?
Yeah, it is.
Or it's doing a
It's
lot.
very hard in captivity to make them mate.
Make them have a baby. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Are they having sex though?
I think you got to jerk them off into a petri dish and
Yeah.
have her squat in it or some shit.
No, what happens is a lot of times the female will come in while the panda's eating like a cantaloupe and a banana, and she'll just suck the panda's dick, and then she'll take it, and then while the female is sleeping, you open those little fat panda legs, you just go, you spit it in, and you wish for the best.
Fat panda legs, huh?
You grab those little fat panda legs,
Or chubby.
and you'll hold her up on her back, and you go and you shake the semen down into her. Old panda cum. These are awful. Tastes like Sanka.
Let's go to Chris in Canada. Chris?
And Chris.
Yeah, I'm phoning in to apply for the position of Senior Executive International Listener.
You know what? We have listeners all over the world, so Canada is sort of America.
I would say
we need someone from far away. We've had calls from Jerusalem, Japan.
and I don't like the title. I like senior executive listener,
Abroad.
International Bureau.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
I don't think we could give it to a Canadian.
No.
I really don't. I'm really sorry.
No.
Mary in Jerusalem. Mary.
Hi, I would like to be executive secretary to the executive intern.
Some Monty Python bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You want to have babies?
All right, well, we'll get an international listen. What is the title?
International rep. We need a...
Yeah, we need an executive listener, international bureau, or international desk.
Yeah.
All right.
Surprised to see so many guys out there, not a lot of girls.
Yeah. Boy.
It is a surprise. It's usually so many hot chicks come in and sit on that those bleachers. Yeah.
Just amazing how many we get usually.
Those bleachers just get pushed back at the end of the day, smell like musky ass.
I was just thinking of that. They smell like asshole and onions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking awful. French onion soup. That's what our fucking bleachers smell like. Bunch of sweaty, nervous guys, puckering assholes, hoping to fucking bang the one chick in the stands.
How about we do this, ladies' night or ladies' day?
Ladies' Day on Friday.
Next Friday's Ladies' Day.
All right, you could just put the bleachers away.
Yeah, exactly.
No, how about we do this? You're not even allowed in unless you bring a lady, kind of like the bar scenario.
Oh, okay. So the guys bring the lady. Well, that's bad because then there's guys with the ladies. That's down on the possibilities.
Got to bring a sister or a mother or an aunt.
Aunt.
No wives or girlfriends.
We'll have the guys filling out so much paperwork it won't even matter.
Little sisters. Bring your little sister.
Bring your kid sis.
Ladies' Day next Friday. Or we don't let you in.
Braces. Gotta have braces. I don't care, teeth or legs.
Doesn't matter. Preferably both.
Yeah.
So you can fucking put a magnet on your ankle and then hook your teeth to it and fuck you while you're bent over. Jesus. It's the best part.
Back to the snakeheads. We're never gonna get. We got 4 more clips to go here.
What?
5 times a year. This means in just 2 years, a single female can release up to 150,000 eggs. In a natural habitat where predators and prey work in balance, fast breeding's kept in check. But in a foreign ecosystem where natural predators are missing, it can lead to a disastrous population explosion.
Oh, and that's where the problem is, Aunt C. That's where it's going to affect you eventually.
Wow.
No predator. What?
Spinner shark. Look at this thing.
Now look at spinning in a circle. Those are the gay sharks.
The gay shark.
They just come out of the water, they spin in a circle, and they go back down.
It really is just flying out of the water, spinning around.
Why is it spinning?
They do that occasionally. They don't know why.
Because they're not happy.
Breach. Sharks do this breaching thing like whales do, but they're not supposed to.
It's to probably shake whatever's on there off.
Oh, that's good.
They have
those pilot fish that they get on them.
Yeah, they have pilot fish and things.
Little leeches.
Probably want to shake those things off so they can come right back on in 3 seconds as soon as they hit the water. Dumb sharks.
It's probably pollution that we,
Well, they got to get that off of them.
Yeah. They're fucking
I think it's to show how badass he is, and don't fucking come in the water, I'll bite you.
Yeah.
They're very, very dangerous.
Good point.
Snakeheads are also known to lash out at any who approach them. Of the 29 known snakehead varieties, many, like the giant snakehead, are powerful hunters with ravenous appetites and sharp, snapping jaws. Jaws that can tear flesh, even human flesh.
They're exaggerating this.
At first, I wasn't quite sure what bit me.
So I just put a wedding dress on it and stuck
blood
my
on
dick in
my
its mouth. And then I shit on its fins and blocked out its pubic hair.
What kind of language is he speaking?
Some
Japanese, I believe.
Was it?
Who could tell?
Even human flesh.
We pixelate the pubes
First, I
away
wasn't
from
quite
the
sure
fish.
what bit me. I saw a lot of blood on my arm. I thought I was lucky it didn't hurt me that much. They can bite your entire hand off.
Then my wife, Heather, had the same thing happen to her. She tried to put her Tootsie in the fish's mouth.
Fucking idiot probably wrapped it in seaweed and rice and ate it. Dummy.
Hey, Dan, how big is it? Can we Google these fish and see how big they are?
Google.
Yeah, they're nasty looking.
They really are, but are they piranha sized? I like the way they go flesh. Even human flesh.
Even human.
Like we go, what? Really? We thought it was other creatures, not us.
Yeah.
Our flesh is, we get paper cuts, it hurts.
Should we continue with this? Snakeheads lashing out, giant snakeheads, jaws that can tear flesh. We did that one.
You know what? I could tell by this. They're over-exaggerating.
Just because
this thing hunts and tears like flesh off of a fucking frog or some shit.
Right.
And it's like even human flesh. And they talk to some guy that got bit and he's bleeding on his arm.
But
like Jimmy said, we get fucking a little nothing and we're bleeding.
They're saying they could devastate a food chain, though.
Yeah, by like fucking shit up.
In the U.S.,
the bees.
snakehead attacks are just a small part of their danger. To an ecosystem, invading snakeheads pose a far greater threat.
Do they?
Outside its natural habitat, the northern variety can decimate a food chain.
These fish are top-level predators that will eat virtually anything in their path. They can travel across land and live out of water for
drive
up to
cars.
3
Yes,
days.
they have Winnebagos, where there's 3,000 of them piled in.
They make it sound like these things is such a fucking threat.
Exactly. They're a member of the Delta Sky Team, and they trade frequent flyer miles.
Ever seen one?
Out of water for up to 3 days.
On land, snakeheads use a primitive lung above their gills.
They have these air chambers just up underneath.
Mutant! Waterworld.
That air is forced up into those air chambers, which act, in many respects, like a lung.
All right, we're not.
Wow, they can
anybody?
breathe in out of the water. That's the most amazing thing. Fuck the teeth, fuck their thing, fuck everything. They can breathe out of the water and in the water.
For how long, though, can they breathe out of the water, did they say?
25 years.
Wait,
They're on the board of many condos in New York City.
Thank you, Kenny.
25 years.
this guy John had a snakehead for 7 years ago. He had a snakehead fish. So let's get some answers.
What happened?
John?
You still got the motherfucker? Did you eat like a catfish?
Oh, John talking Jimmy.
Sorry.
We're getting them all today.
Shut up, he tells you.
All right, what's your name?
My name is John from White House Station.
Hey, John.
I owned one of these snakeheads 7 years ago. They're not overestimating them. I bought it. It was 3 inches long. In 15 months, it grew to be 42 inches. I mean, if you put your finger in, you were losing your finger.
What did you put it in at 42 inches long?
His pants. And then it walked away. Went and got a job at Bradley's. He was the floor manager at Bradley's.
Stupid Bradley.
Yeah, I had him in a 150-gallon fish tank. He outgrew the tank. And, I mean, it was just this monster fishing area.
Crawl out. You get up for work. He's taking a shit on the bowl, reading the paper.
He's hanging over the edge. The guy who stands outside the fucking little castle has been hung. You plow right ahead with the facts.
Fish should be gone in a minute or less.
Well, why would you put other fish in there?
Exactly.
Of course, it's called food to him.
You got to eat.
How big? 42 inches, dude. That's 3 feet.
Yeah, over 3 feet.
3.5.
In a 150-gallon tank? Come on, you're bullshitting me.
No, there's 150-gallon tank. It's 6 foot long, 2 feet high, and 24 inches wide. He could barely.
2 feet wide and 24 inches high.
That's a big difference.
So it's 2 feet high and 2 feet wide.
It's a box.
You're a dummy.
He threw him in a UPS box made of glass.
Nah, man, we used to feed them. We'd feed them mice, rats, huge frogs.
Mice? I'm surprised the mouse didn't drink the water when you threw it in.
How many fucking days?
Anyway, I ended up.
He plows right through this guy. Anyway,
he doesn't care.
What's that, sir?
Every time you bought another fish, he would kill it instantly. Even though, I mean, piranhas they're little faggot fish. We would eat them, and it looked like a shrimp tail floating around in the tank when it got done with it.
Well, sir, piranhas are much smaller. I mean, I imagine if you threw... All right.
He does not care what you have to say, Jimmy.
Yes. Hey, brief pause only guy. How many piranhas would you put in there at a time?
Yeah. We need to know.
I had piranhas at the start, and they were so boring you had to hide behind a couch for them to eat, so I got rid of them.
But how many would you put in? How many would you put in? And I mean, in metric tons, how many?
When piranhas, I had like a dozen of them, but they were so boring.
How big's a piranha?
Piranhas would be about the size of like a pancake, a little smaller.
That's pretty fucking big.
Silver dollar pancake. I like the Jack Dempseys. I used to feed them spiders, and they would eat them, and the legs would wrap around a face like Alien.
Oh, really?
That was great.
Great restaurant to get picked up in front of.
Yes, Jack Dempsey's. This is plow through every fucking word, guy.
Hold on. Hey, the Germans were gentler when cleaning out the Warsaw Ghetto than you are in this conversation.
Jesus.
That's where they went wrong.
You don't get what's going on here. This guy's been waiting years to be needed on this show.
Yeah.
And this is the day. This is his opportunity.
Yeah, so you're trying to get in a lot of years of knowledge into a 30-second conversation.
Yeah.
Knowledge no one gives a shit about.
Yeah, we just want to know if we're going to be able to survive with these dumb snakehead fish that are marching around.
And what'd you do with it? Flush it down the toilet? It's in the sewers now.
I was one of the local lakes. I put him in a 100-quart cooler. He was in there for 6 months with an air bubble thing going. That's it. And I'd feed him once in a while, and then a buddy of mine took him, put him in his tank with his African cichlid. And last time I saw him, he only had a snakehead living in there.
So the snakehead, The snakehead adapts to land. How far can they go on land?
I don't know how far they can go on land, but he lived in a cooler that I never changed the water. I only added water in a cooler.
Yeah. All right, we got it.
Oh, yeah, we understand.
In a cooler.
So you're saying cooler like it's fucking like it's fishnet stockings. Right. If he lives 6 months in a pair of fishnet stockings or a hairnet, I'd be shocked.
Right. Yeah, it's cooler with water in it. Wow, a fish lived in water?
In a cooler?
Preposterous.
Which is meant to keep liquids in? You don't say.
You're living in a closet. You can't even turn around.
Yeah, I got it, sir, but you're saying like it's a
Now you're talking about Steve.
Hey, did you say that your friend put him in with African cichlids?
Yes, they
are. Isn't this a freshwater fish and cichlids a saltwater fish?
Oh!
Cichlids are freshwater fish. Go do your research.
I think I will, because I think you're wrong.
I think Danny did his research.
Yeah, he's doing with
the saltwater after that.
Why did he throw that fish in with delicious gum?
I wish I could have ate them.
You.
Why? I love a good Raz joke. Oh, I'm sorry, chiclets. Remember Raz gum was multicolored and sugary?
Yeah.
I just remember Razzles. Is it a gum or is it a candy? We don't fucking know.
That's right. What was it? It was a weapon. I would fucking hide them in the freezer and throw them at the eyes of retarded children. Come on, fucking thinking on my feet here. Not doing well.
All right, you get all your knowledge out because we got to move on there, John.
Yeah, that's about it.
Enough about your snakefish.
Right. Thanks, John. All right, you know what? This snakehead fish thing isn't going anywhere. Let's move on.
I think it's pretty cool, though.
Screw the rest of the clips.
3.5 fucking feet long, dude. That's a fucking massive fish.
And they walk on land and they adapt. Yes.
They're like slinkies.
All right.
I'm going to start a show called The Snakefish Whisperer. Where I train wayward snakefishes. My snakefish eats everything I put in the tank. I don't know what to do.
Oh, Ted.
That's right. I'm Ted the snakefish owner. I don't know what to do. He's fucked my wife, too, and I'm away at work.
You're a cuckold for a snakefish.
Yeah, he uses my slippers as his own.
When he walks around your house.
Yeah, that's how you know when your newspaper's damp and your slippers are outside the fish tank. You're like, I know what he's been up to.
I'm not stupid, right?
Yeah, your fucking refrigerator door handle is smelly and slippery. It smells like fish. And all your fish food's gone. That'd be an indicator.
We're going to take a break because we got to find out what intern David came up with.
Oh, yeah.
He's been working the audience.